Hi everyone, I'm Rakshit. Today, me and my team are presenting a presentation on inverted lists. Let's see the overview of our presentation. First is the introduction. Here we shall know about the definition of the inverted list. Then the inverted file indexing, then data structures used in inverted files, block addressing, searching, large index construction time, advantages and disadvantages of inverted index, inverted files layout, problems and examples. Introduction. First of all, let's see what's inverted list. It is nothing but a file or method of file organization in which labels indicating the locations of all documents of a given type are placed in a single record. Or else, in simple words, a file whose usual order has been inverted. Inverted list is also referred to as inverted file or inverted index. Inverted file means an inverted file is a word-oriented mechanism for indexing a text collection in order to speed up the searching task. In data management, a file that is involved on many of the attributes of the data itself. For example, in an employee file, an index could be maintained for all secretaries, another for managers. It is faster to search the indices than every record. An index data structure associated with a keyword W storing a set of document identifiers which contain W. It proposed to allow fast full text searches at a cost of increased processing when a document is added to the database. In general, an inverted index is a data store storing mapping from content such as words to its location in a document or a set of documents. For example, in a search engine where a pre-built map from terms to lists of documents quickens the retrieval, applications where you want terms to be annotated with further information. From a huge dataset, build and store an inverted index so that the retrieval is efficient. Building inverted index is a straightforward application of MapReduce framework. There are two types of inverted index. A record level inverted index contains a list of references to documents for each word. Next, a word level inverted index additionally contains the positions of each word within a document. The latter form offers more functionality but needs more processing power and space to be created. Inverted file indexing. Inverted file index is a list of terms that appear in the document collection called lexicon or vocabulary, and for each term in the lexicon, stores a list of pointers to all the occurrences of that term in the document collection. This list is called an inverted list. Granularity of an index determines the accuracy of the representation of the location of the word. Coarse-grained index requires less storage and more query processing to eliminate the false matches. Word-level index enables queries involving urgency and proximity but has higher space requirements. Data structures used in inverted files. There are several structures that are used in implementing inverted files. Sorted arrays, B-trees, trees, and hashing structures or combinations of these structures. The first three of these structures are sorted lexicographically indices and can efficiently support range queries. And now my friend Arshavardhan will continue the presentation.
Thank you, Rakshit. Block addressing is a technique to reduce the space requirement of an inverted index. The idea is that the text is logically divided in blocks. The occurrence don't point to the exact word position but only to the text block where word appears to reduce the space with some sequential scanning. The advantages of block addressing are it is easy to develop. We point to the text block, not to exactly word position. So the number of pointers is smaller than the position. We don't have to do many seek operation again and again because all the occurrence of the word inside a single block are collapsed to one reference. The disadvantage of block addressing are maintenance cost is high because update, delete, and insert of block addressing. The online search over the qualifying block is if exact position are required. Searching searching algorithm on an inverted index follows three steps. They are vocabulary search, retrieval occurrence, and manipulation of occurrence. First one, vocabulary search is a suitable data structure which store every word. Every word of each text in a query is read and searched for the vocabulary. If there is no vocabulary in the text, then it is listed in empty list of occurrence. Second one, retrieval occurrence. That is after vocabulary search, the list of occurrence of every word are retrieved. Third one, manipulation of occurrence. The occurrence are used to solve the text queries. Searching inverted files starts with vocabulary. Store the vocabulary in separate file. Structures used to store vocabulary includes hashing is the fastest search algorithm with time complexity O of 1. Second one is tree with time complexity O of C, where C is word length. Last one is B tree, which is a self-balancing tree data structure with time complexity O of log V, where V is the vocabulary length. An alternative is that is simply storing the word in lexicographical order because it requires less space and very competitive with log V. Next will be continued by my friend Sanjit.
Thank you, Harsha. Large index construction time. The total time to generate partial indices is O of n. The number of partial indices is O of n by m. The merge to merge the O of n by m is partial indices are necessary log to n by m merging levels. The total cost of this algorithm is O of n log n by m. Advantages of inverted index are inverted index is to allow fast full text searches at a cost of increased processing when a document is added to the database. It is easy to develop. It is the most popular data structure used in document retrieval system used on a large scale for example in search engine. Inverted index also have disadvantage large storage overhead and high maintenance cost on update delete and insert. Next we'll continue Advin.
Hello to all. Next slide is on inverted list layout. It is a skeleton structure of an inverted list. We use three important terms while constructing inverted files. First one is vocabulary. Next is number of occurrences or frequency. Next is the posting files. Yeah, each document has many words. It is taken in the form of a term and it is referred in a indexed term column. The number of these terms repeated are called frequency, and these terms are this frequency number that is written in this column known as number of occurrences. There are many words which are repeated in many of the document. So we specify the document ID, that is which term is taken from which document, and we write in the box. And those are maintained in the form of list. Those lists are known as occurrences list. All together are called as posting files. Next slide. Next slide is on problem. Let's take an example of Shakespeare's play in order to explain the Boolean retrieval concept. Yeah, in a Shakespeare play, there are many characters. That is Antony, Brutus, Caesar, Calpurnia, Cleopatra, and so on. And there are many chapters: Antony, Cleopatra, Julius Caesar, Tempest, Hamlet, and so on. If a Antony character that appear in Antony and Cleopatra chapter, we write it as 1. The Antony character does not appear on Tempest chapter, so we write it as 0. In the same way, let's take the example of Brutus character. The Brutus character appears in Antony, Cleopatra, Julius Caesar, and Tempest, and so on. So we write the
occurrences list as 1, 2, 4, 11, and so on. In the same way, Caesara, these character appears in the chapter 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and so on. The California appears only in Julius Caesar chapter, so we write the document ID in the occurrence list as 2 and so on. And this Brutus, California, Caesara, these are called as the dictionary words, and the occurrence list maintained in the posting file, these are known as postings. Next slide. In order to construct an inverted file, we took an example of two documents, document 1 and document 2. There are many words in the document. These words are taken as a term and it is written in the term column. Each word is given a doc ID which are taken from the documents. That is, if a word is taken from the document 1, we give the doc ID as 1. If the word is taken from the document 2, we have given a document ID as 2. The next step is arrange these terms in the lexicographical order, that is the dictionary order or the alphabetical order. Next is creating an inverted list. The word ambitious, it is repeated only once, that is in the document 2. So in the term column, we write as ambitious and the frequency is only 1. That is in the 2 document, there is only one term called ambitious and it is taken from the document 2. So in the posting list side, we have written as 2. In the same way, the Brutus word, it is repeated in both the document 1 and 2. So the total frequency will be 2. In the posting list, we have written as 1 and 2. That is, it is also present in document 1 and also it is in document 2. Next, we will explain the concept how the data is retrieved from the inverted list. So we play a short video of 2 minutes. Let's watch it.
The first step is to fetch the document. The job is really simple if I get a text file, but in case if I get a document or a PDF, then I need to parse them using some libraries to retrieve the text. Let's say I'm successful in reading the text. What next? The second step is to remove the stop words. Consider the previous example. The important words we were looking for will be like best, blue, bright, and butterfly. But most of the other words, say in, and, to, and other such words are just a waste. We denote these words as stop words and remove them from the list. The third step is to stem to the root word. That is, whenever I want to search the word retrieval, I want to search the document that has information about it. But if the word in the document present is retrieve and not retrieval, then I have to relate both the words. I have to chop some part of each and every word I read so that I could get the root word. Here, retrieval may become retrieve. So I have to be sure about the rules to chop the words. The fourth step is to record document IDs. Every document I have will have an unique ID. As I encounter a non-stop word, say best or a butterfly, which is the previous example, I'll save it into the memory as follows. Here, taking the word retrieve. In the first document, if the word retrieve occurs, then the document ID would be doc ID 104.007. And in the second document, if the word retrieve is present, then the document ID would be doc ID 154033. Then I have to combine them into a single text, which is as follows. That is retrieve doc ID 104.007 and doc ID 15033. Finally, you have to merge and sort the items. That is, I save all of them in this file. It is great if we sort the index based on the words for quick and easy retrieval. This obviously needs some specific data structures such as sorted arrays and tries, as discussed previously, to simplify your job.
Yes, this is all about our video and our presentation. Thank you.